What's up, not just developers? Today, I invited David Attias, an ex-quant trader that has turned indie developer, has launched an app 5 months ago, and now is doing over 14K monthly recurring revenue. And if I'm not mistaken, he is not a developer. Today, I want to find out more about his story, to dive deeper and to see what are his secrets so we can all learn from that. Hey, David, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, Vadim. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for joining. Let me start with how did you decide to transition from what you previously were doing, and maybe you can give us a little bit of insights what you were doing previously and why did you decide to go into indie app development?
Sure. My previous job, it's something that I have been doing for the past 7 years, and I was doing basically like algorithm trading for professional traders. So like I was a quant back office, and I was a kind of a nerd in the cave that was doing some algorithms to tell traders, to advise traders for what to buy, what to sell, and when. So that's something I'm coming from the finance background. And then with a friend, with my previous co-founder for my current app, we've been looking for an idea of app we could make. And one of our common pain points was processed sugar. We noticed that we struggle with our addiction to processed sugar, and we noticed that when we go outside and when we open our eyes, most people, they are not fit. They are more closer to fat rather than fit, and we came to the conclusion that that's because maybe they have an issue with food. And then we made a lot of research on Google Trends, on TikTok, and we saw that the challenge about quitting sugar, the 2 weeks without sugar, 4 weeks without sugar, it was very, very trendy as well on Google Trends and TikTok, and that's why we decided back then 6 months ago to start my app, my first app actually, that is Stoppr.
Stoppr. Okay, so it came from something, from what you realize that is going on out there. Actually, I'm also fighting this sugar right now. I'm doing a keto diet, and
Nice.
This is something that has been working for me for a very long time, and now I have to get back on that. So I know like how much sugar is around us, and an app that would help that is definitely something that people need. How did you build that?
So before, when I was in finance, so actually, let's take a step back.
Let's do that.
I have a master degree in computer science, so like I am not a complete tech noob. And when I was working in finance, I was doing some script in Python and JavaScript.
Okay.
But I was not that good. I was always going to Stack Overflow, using Google and using a ChatGPT between 2022 and 2024. So like I was not very good at coding, but anyway, to do some simple integration and scripts, that was okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're not like new to this.
Yeah. So to make Stoppr, I used the Cursor, and it was 6 months ago. It was when we had a ChatGPT 4 and a Claude 3.5. Right now, the models we have, they are better, much better and much smarter. And for the technology, I used the Flutter. Why? Because my previous co-founder, he told me that we had the choice between React Native and Flutter because we wanted the same code base for both iOS and Android. And he had some experience with Flutter, so that's why we went with Flutter. So for the database, it's Firebase technology Flutter, and to make it was with purely some vibe coding. I could argue it was not 100% vibe coding because back then it was still useful to know how to read and understand some code, because back then, it was only 6 months ago, AI was more stupid, I would say, and it was necessary basically like to have my hands dirty sometimes and to go in the code. But I would say for the MVP it was 95% vibe coded and 5% me.
It's very interesting to say like back then and referring to 5 months ago. That means that things are moving so fast. Imagine like
Yes.
what's gonna happen like in more 5 months in the future. But do you think that nowadays, like, do you need like less experience? I mean, like what you said, like in the past, like you needed more experience so that you can jump in. Do you think that that really changes or it's going to change?
I am very confident that in the near future, we're going to one-shot prompt an app like Quitter, like KLAI, or like Stoppr. I don't know when the near future is, but the rate of progress is exponential for AI coding. And exponential means it's going faster and faster. So that means the rate of progress we had in the past 6 months, we're going to have it right now in the next 3 months, and then in the next 1 month and a half, etc., etc. I'm very convinced that within 1 year, we will be able to one-shot prompt some app.
Okay, that's interesting. It's a very, very nice time to be alive. And regarding Flutter, you're the second person. Like we had a podcast with Max. He's also using Flutter for his apps. And most of the people from our channel, like we're hard React Native fans because most of my content is in React Native. But as I said before, like it really doesn't matter like what tech you're using, as long as it solves the problem and the end result is something that users love.
Yeah, exactly. Like for my users, absolutely, that doesn't matter. Not only they don't know the differences. And actually, same for me. Like I don't really know what are the differences between Flutter and React Native.
I mean, I can get into a lot of debate on that, like, but I don't. I'm not gonna do that.
For me, the language that I use to code is English.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. And what about the design? Did you use any tools for that, or you just did that with Cursor?
Great question. I did. Stoppr is an iteration of an app to stop consuming adult content that is called Quitter. So as you can hear, the app name is quite different. So I use the screenshot from Quitter. So like I downloaded the app Quitter on my phone. I paid for the app. I took some video screenshot as well of the onboarding of each screen. And then my co-founder did. He replicated those screen in Figma. He changed the color. He changed the images. He changed the lotis. He changed the word adult content by Sugar to make it more appealing for my audience. And so like we use the Figma. And then we use the Figma MCP within Cursor. It was not to import all the screens at once. It was screen by screen. But back then, even like 5-6 months ago, to replicate like 75% of a screen almost perfectly, even back then, that was insane.
Yeah. That's true. Nice. So you said there is another app, Quitter, that you took inspiration from.
Yes.
The Quitter app is in a different niche, like it's trying to quit something else.
Yes.
And what you did is you take the concept, you change like the industry, you found a different demand for different target audience, different people.
Yeah.
And you, in a way, copied the application. But I wouldn't call copy because it's inspiration. That's
inspiration, yeah. That's not a one-to-one copy because that's for a different niche and we change plenty of things. But we wanted to make an MVP fast, quick, and that's why we were able to release the still like an artist, and that's why we've been able to release the MVP within 2 weeks.
Within 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Show us a bit the app.
So. By the way, that's not the MVP. That's my app 6 months after, right? So now my app is the best of Quitter, the best of KLAI, and the best of some other apps as well. It's a kind of a super one-stop app to quit sugar. So there is a module for calorie tracker, which is inspired by with KLAI, a module for fasting, a module to find recipes without sugar. Actually, like let's start with that. I will not be able to scan because that's on my simulator. Actually, let's try if we can scan some food. Okay, let's start with the calorie tracker. Okay, so when you start the app for the first time, the app doesn't know you. So like you will have for the first time you start the app and you subscribe, you will need to generate your goals. So you say like, how many workouts do you do per week? I'm going to say between 3 and 5.
That's one kind of onboarding, right?
That's a mini onboarding. So actually, like in the app, in my app Stoppr, for the new users, there is a long onboardings around 40 screens. But for the calorie tracker, there is a mini three screens onboarding, because I need to know their height, I need to know their weight, I need to know like the number of times they work out as well. So okay, so that's me. I want to lose weight. So as you can see, that's a three steps onboarding. That's straight to the point, quick. Okay, continue. So and they say, okay, so like if I want to lose weight with my current workout regime, that will be my calorie goal, that will be my protein goal, carbs goal, fat goal, and the numbers of liter. You can set liter, or for the American in ounce.
Yeah.
The numbers of amount of water that you want to drink. Okay. So by the way, what I am showing you right now is just one module.
Yeah, I see.
I have a lot. What I'm showing you right now is just the calorie tracker, right? So when I scan some food, with my real iPhone, I will be able to take a picture and then it will scan. But because I am on simulator, I made a special route to scan some picture. So let's assume I use my iPhone with a cinnamon roll, and now I can see like I scan that food. It has that amount of calories. But if I am not happy with an amount of calorie or with the size, I can change to small, to large, to medium, to a size in gram. And then I can see all the micronutrients from that food.
Nice.
And now I'm going to show you a new feature that I added on Stoppr 2 days ago, and that I am a big fan. So you can browse from recipes that are low carbs, that are low sugar, that are sugar conscious, carnivore, kosher, halal, keto. Actually, like for you, it's keto.
That's some inspiration for me, exactly.
Yeah, for inspiration for you. Blueberry, and there is a search if you want to search for a specific kind of food.
Nice.
within one specific category. So let's say blueberry almond and baked salmon. And by the way, look, that recipe module is 100% vibe coded. I did it 2 days ago with Claude 4.5, and that's insane. Okay.
Wow.
So that tells me for one serving of this one, if I want to cook it, the ingredients, they are there, and then if I want the cooking instruction, I just click on that button. That's based on ChatGPT 5 for the prompt, and then that will give me the instruction step by step to cook.
Nice.
Then if I want to add one serving of this recipe in my calorie tracker, I click here. Then I will come back to the calorie tracker, and as you can see, it's here.
Perfect.
And it will give me the breakdown, and it will take into account the calories from that serving. It will deduct, etc. And then you can log your workout, etc. So by the way, what I'm showing you is just one.
Yeah,
one
I can imagine.
The main feature, I'm going just to show you one more. The main feature is like if you have a sugar craving and you don't want to relapse, you don't want to relapse to your sugar craving. You're going to, and that's a feature that is greatly inspired from Quitter. Mm-hmm. You're going to click to tap on the panic button. I'm tapping hungry for sugary food. Let's do it. And then it will suggest you some actions. There are around like 35 actions in the app currently that you can do to have your sugar craving gone.
Yeah.
So you can drink a hot tea. I need more help. You can take a quick nap. Why you take a quick nap? Because sometimes when you have a sugar craving, it's because you are stressed, because you are tired, and when you take a quick nap afterwards, you will feel better. And then I will type, I'm feeling better, and nice. So that was as you can see, I am asking for ratings quite often.
All the best practices.
All the best practices, yeah. And actually, the goal of the app, it's a 3-month challenge for someone to quit processed sugar during 1 month. So you can see here that my current streak is 22 days. And what the users love, it's actually this view. Because like in the onboarding, I am showing that view with 0%. And the longer their no sugar streak goes, the bigger this number will become, and the better they will feel the better their mood will be, the better their self-control will be, the better their energy will be, confidence and focus.
And this is just something that grows with based on the how many days we are sugar free, right?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
So because 22 days is like 25% of 3 months.
Yeah. Perfect. Can you show us the paywall?
Yes. Okay. So for the paywall, we will need to log out. Actually, I have multiple paywalls. During the onboarding, I have a soft paywall, and at the end of the onboarding, if they dismiss the soft paywall, they will see the hard paywall. So, quick note: the app is fully localized in a lot of languages, which is pretty cool. And as you can notice, that is one of my secret sauce. When the app launch on the onboarding, there is this sound, this specific sound. So I am trying to manipulate their psychology with this 580 hertz sound, which is meant to put you in a state of zen, being happy and zen.
Nice. That's some secret sauce.
Some Aikido ninja, but there is some science. Okay.
Did you track anything like the?
Yeah. There was a 5% increase in terms of sales, not in terms of conversion rate, but in terms just of the numbers of sales. It's not that crazy, but that's still higher. Okay, so let's go to the paywall. So as you can see, what I'm showing them at the beginning, that is the same radar that I show you at the end, but with 0%. Okay, and then there is a questionnaire, but there is a 12 questions steps. We are not going to do them all. I'm going to skip to the last question. My name is David, age 36. So as you can see, the colors, they are pink, red, orange, so it's an app to stop sugar for women. That's why the main color it's red and pink and white.
Yeah, man, it looks so good and everything like
flutter rocks. Okay. I feel unmotivated. I have a low libido. Unsuccessful. Reboot my brain, and then you're going to see like what your 90 days plan looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So week 1, it will be like that. Week 5, bigger, better mood, better focus, better self-control, better everything. Week 10, that's almost perfect, but still no. And week 13, you are maxed out in all the life domains, and your life is awesome. And then there is a 6-screen step to summarize what we saw before.
Yeah.
So welcome to Stoppr. You're going to rewire your brain. You're going to become more motivated. You will avoid the step backs. So those 6 screens are greatly inspired from Quitter.
Okay.
Conquer yourself, and you will level up your life.
Nice.
The benefits you will see with Stoppr. So some quote from a scientist, from a singer, Demi Lovato, that says, yeah, like Stoppr helped me doing that, because that's non-figures, so that my users can relate to those famous figures. Quick chart showing, yeah, like with Stoppers you will go to the moon, and without Stoppers you will stay at the same level. Some stats and some scientific research showing that okay, when you will stop sugar, you will feel better, and that's actually backed by science. Continue. Same things like we talk about that. It has been talked like in his book, Psychology of Habit. There is a study, and there is a book, Atomic Habits, which is like very famous, and that says actually like to quit a bad habit on average that takes 90 days. So I am trying to reinforce in their mind that to quit a bad, because I want more subscriptions as well. I want more. I want longer. I want a better LTV. And by the way, that's true. To quit a bad habit, it's between like 60 days, between 2 months and 3 months. But I went on the side of more 3 months to have a higher, to make more money from my users. We don't see the prices because I am on the simulator.
Okay.
So there is a trial. Okay.
And you are offering, if that's something that you can share, you are offering a year and a monthly or a weekly?
So there is an A/B test right now for 50% of the user. It will be weekly, this one,
Yeah.
and for other 50% it will be monthly. But yeah, it's a 3 days trial on the yearly, or they can choose weekly and monthly. But if they don't enable a free trial, and if they select that one and then pay, then they will pay the annual plan straight away.
Okay, interesting.
And if they click on, if they tap on view other plans, which is a bit hidden and that's on purpose, we can't see because that's a simulator, but they will see here as well the monthly plan, here the weekly plan, and here the yearly plan. And this one, that's a soft paywall, okay? So if I dismiss it, it will go to the rest of the onboarding.
So it's not the end of onboarding yet.
No, that's not the. So if they pay for the paywall, if they pay for this paywall, they're going to go to the paid part of the app, like the one that I showed you with the streak and the calorie tracker. And before that, they will see some congratulations screen, like well done, like you did the well choice for yourself. You enter right now in a new period for your life. For those who dismissed this paywall, so like they can choose their goals. Because I choose specific goals, so like it showed me right now my estimated current rating for those goals. And if I use Stoppr, boom, it's up. So like I am trying to always like reinforce. And by the way, that's how you go from a bad conversion rate to a double-digit conversion rate. You have to reinforce. You have to repeat multiple times. That without my app, you will not do it. And with my app, your life will be great. Okay? Continue. I'm asking for a referral code because I'm working with influencers and with partners. So like I want to know like what I want to know like the people the subscribers that are coming from them. Letter from future. This one is inspired from the life reset app from Desmond on Twitter, which is so basically like that's a letter that I'm making for the user. That's a promise. I click on continue and. As you can see, like it's signed a future you. And then I am making the vow that in the next 90 days, me, David, I will stay committed to this 3 months plan. So like, again, I reinforce, and then I make them sign. I click on continue, and then there is some animation. Okay, like we bring some custom plan just for you. Right now you're at 0%, but don't worry, it will get better very soon.
There is a paywall? Don't worry, there is a paywall.
Actually, that's not the paywall. That's the page. That's the screen before paywall. But that's a long page that will summarize what we've seen before.
Okay.
Long page. Like, okay, some review. Like if they want some discount, that's here. So like I put it on the bottom on purpose because if they find the discount at the bottom, they feel like okay, like I had to scroll the entire page, and because I did this action, I am rewarded with that discount. So let's see if the final paywall is going to work on my. Okay, perfect. So that's my final paywall, which looks like a bit actually from the previous paywall. Okay, so like we have this slider, and they can scroll down, and they have some bullet points that will reinforce why Stoppr is great. Some reviews, and because it's Halloween very soon, if they have a spooky surprise, and if they click on that, they're going to see like a different paywall with a big discount. If they click on view other plans, it's the same as the one before. Yeah. They can choose between weekly, monthly, and yearly. Let's see if it's working on the simulator. Cool, it's working. So I will change this paywall with colors from Halloween and with a theme from Halloween very soon, because for me Halloween will be quite important.
Okay.
For Stoppr and Ripe. And then, like we don't see the price because it's still on simulator. And then they have this 80% discount. And actually, that's my most subscribed product. That's this one. The product that I am pushing the most it's actually this one. It's a big facade, the yearly, monthly, and weekly, because the product that I really want to take it's this one. And why it's working is because like okay, they see the yearly is that expensive. Some we might not want to use the weekly or the monthly. So what the most common path is, they're going to start with a trial during 3 days.
Yeah.
My trial cancel rate is around 70%. My trial to paid is around 20%.
You mean 70% was the trial, people who started the trial, yeah?
So the people who start the trial and will cancel, it's 70%.
Okay.
But because for those users, I'm going to send anyway, even if they cancel some push notification and some email with that offer.
Yeah.
Actually, like I'm going to send them multiple offers. Like on day one, they're going to see like a discount for 50%.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't accept it on day two, they're going to see an offer for 60%. And if they don't accept it on day three, they're going to see an offer for.
That's when they open the app, you show like a pop-up.
No, actually, it will be within the app because I have some Toad inside banner. It will be as well via push notification. So even if the app is not open, they're going to see the push. They're going to receive the push notification on their phone, and that will be by email as well.
Wow, man, this onboarding should be studied. Like, I'm definitely going to go back, watch this podcast, and take notes, and see what I can implement in my own apps. I have like 3 onboarding screens, and that's it. And you have like it's a whole app with hundreds of screens. Like it's impressive. I can feel like all the psychological points that you're touching. Like every screen has its own goal and purpose, reinforcing the choice, showing the before and after, showing like selling the dream. Where did you learn all of this?
I watch plenty of podcasts from App Figures, from Ariel, from the podcast with the founders of Quitter, founders of Kale.ai, and as well on Twitter, because on Twitter there are a lot of founders, they share a lot of sauce for free. And there is those websites like screendesign.com and mobin.com where we can actually see like the complete onboarding flow from the most successful apps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect.
And to answer a final point, I am coming from the trading world. And that was kind of my expertise to understand human psychology.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And coming also from numbers, you probably are knee deep into tracking all of that conversions and all of that, how people go through these screens.
Yeah. I am using a mixed panel. I'm using a mixed panel, and each screen is tracked. Each button tap is tracked as well. Each user action is tracked either on Firebase or mixed panel.
Yeah, because I can imagine like you're not just putting there like a lot of screens just because you love a lot of screens, but you're tracking and you're doing this based on data and seeing that it helps and it improves the conversion rate later, right?
Yeah. And because for health and fitness app, it's important to build trust. Like when it's an app like utility or like for pictures or video based on AI, you don't need a lot of onboarding screens.
So this is very like the long onboarding screens is very specific to health and fitness.
I don't know if there are other categories where it could be applicable, but for me, for health and for all the apps that I studied from screen design and mobile, most of them they have a long onboarding.
Okay, yeah, I see. Well, that the onboarding like was really, really amazing. A lot of things to learn there. I still have a lot of questions and points that I wanted to discuss with you. So let me think like which one we're skipping and which one we are diving deeper. Yeah. Before we move to the distribution and marketing, I wanted to ask your opinion on just because you just showed the app and you're like we see that you are targeting a very specific niche, you're solving a specific problem, but you're doing that through different tools, like different module. One is the tracking, one is the fasting, and so on. Like you have different mini apps in your application.
Yeah.
What's your thought about, do I launch them as separate applications or do I create a super app?
For me, super app, it was not the initial form, it's the final form right now of my app. But when you launch an MVP, that will be one feature, just one.
That's what I don't want other like people who are watching this to think that they need a super app to get started.
No, they don't.
And
It just like when you get at a point when you have a lot of users,
yeah,
and the way to increase the retention of your existing users, that could be to make the features better, or like to add more modules. That's why I have multiple mini apps within Stoppr.
yeah. But what's important is that all of them are working towards the same goal.
Yes, the goal of helping my Gen Z women, or I have some boomers users as well, to stop their addiction to processed sugar.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so let's go back to maybe more about marketing and distribution. I know that you launched the app, and in the first month you generated 5K. How did that happen?
I worked with two big influencers during my first month of Stoppr, and they made some videos that they cross post on both their own Instagram and TikTok accounts. And yeah, like even if back then my conversion rate was bad, probably like below 2%, like between 1 and 2%. The amount of views they got me, that was insane. Like it was likely like multiple millions of views across Instagram and TikTok, and that's how I could fix my app for the onboarding to see like where was the drop in the onboarding, which paywall was working or not, like all this kind of stuff. And yeah, like during the first month with those two influencers, we signed a contract for 4 videos per month. It was like 1 video per week, basically.
With one of those influencers?
With both influencers, with each, it was 1 video per week during 1 month.
Nice. Okay, so how did you find the influencers? And was it like you paid them like for a video integration, right?
To find them, it was quite easy. So my niche is a diet, no sugar, stop sugar. So like I just went on TikTok and Instagram, and in the search bar I was looking for no sugar or quit sugar or stop sugar. And then TikTok or Instagram will recommend you the top influencers and the top videos for that specific keyword. Yeah. And the price that I paid back then, it was between 150 euros and 200 euros for each video. Because those influencers, they are big. Because they are above 200,000 followers.
Man, that's not a lot. Like that's quite cheap. Like 200 euros for a video to appear in front of 200,000 people.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Okay, nice. And how did you scale from there? What were the next steps?
The next step, I made a mistake. I was very influenced by the guys like Cluely. Basically, like Cluely, their marketing strategy is to have a lot of ambassadors, to have a big network of ambassadors, of teenagers, young people to create their own TikTok and Instagram accounts, and they will post three times per day. But the problem is with that, 95% of the content they're going to make suck, and you have to give them feedback. You have to train them every day, and that takes some time. Like when you have a lot of ambassadors, that takes some time to go each video to give them a frame by frame feedback. Because what makes a video viral or not is like very small details. And when you have this accumulation of small details, that's the difference between a video making 10K views and a video making 100K views.
Yeah.
And basically, I did that during 2 months. It was not working too well for me, but in parallel, I was as well working with multiple big influencers. So that's how I was able to get tons of views and downloads from those influencers and from those ambassadors as well. And right now, I have a new strategy. I am working with a TikTok farm. I am renting dozens and dozens of iPhones.
That's what happened yesterday, like when we were talking, right? Like it's something recent?
Yeah, something recent, yeah. And yeah, like I am working with a virtual assistant from Philippines to use my Sora account, my OpenAI Sora 2 Pro account to generate content for me. So basically, they will copy viral content in my niche. They will take the prompt from the TikTok video. They will capture the prompt with Gemini, and then they will take the prompt and feed it to Sora, and they're going to make like tons of content, and they're going to to plug at the end of that supposedly viral content, Stoppr.
Okay, so maybe like in a couple of weeks, we're gonna have to do another podcast to discuss how did David scale to 100K using Sora and TikTok Farm.
Yeah, because I came to the conclusion that I must do that because that's the cheapest and the fastest way to get millions of views. So I don't know if those views will convert or not. I just assume if we copy frame by frame using Sora currently viral TikTok videos in my niche, and if we repurpose them in the US, and if in those videos we plug Stoppr as a solution to get the effects you want, like losing weight, glow up, your hair they look better, you just glow, you just transform positively, then I'm making the assumption that it should be quite positive for me.
Yeah, that sounds like an amazing plan. I would love to follow like your updates on Twitter and see where you're taking this. Is there anything else I didn't ask that you would like to share? Something interesting about the whole journey of indie development? Like
I released, a bit of self-promo. I released last week my first SaaS.
Okay.
So I am working with a developer that I met from Twitter, actually from X. So that's so actually X to make connections. That's pretty cool. I shared a lot of values for free during 5 months, and then I posted something like 1 month ago. Yeah, like I am looking for technical co-founders because I have some ideas that I want to code or even write code. I got a tons of DMs, including that guy, and basically like we made a SaaS for Sora. Because we both believe that the business opportunity with Sora to create a lot of businesses in the Sora 2 ecosystem is huge. But the problem is Sora 2 Pro, it's $200 per month. And the videos you can generate for free with Sora in terms of image quality and audio quality, sometimes it's average, sometimes it's okay, but that's not great. So we made a SaaS so that you can upload your Sora 2 videos in bulk. You can mass upload. You can upload like if you want like multiple. Soril, yes, it's a soril.app. Exactly. You can upload multiple videos, and it will enhance the video, enhance the video quality, enhance the audio. That will remove the Sora watermark for you, and that will clean the metadata for the video. Why cleaning the metadata is because like we don't want TikTok and Instagram to know that those videos were generated by Sora. Basically, yeah. So that's a tool to make an average Sora video better.
Nice. And do you see traction?
We launched last week on Thursday, so it's been a week. We got around 10 sales so far, so that's a bit slow. But we didn't do any promo for the past 3 days because the dev was working on the back end to do like to do some urgent stuff. He should finish today as October 23rd, and when he will finish, I'm going to yap about that SaaS hard, because that's the SaaS that I ask my virtual assistant to use to optimize their Sora 2 videos into a quality that is very close to Sora 2 Pro, basically.
Yeah, perfect. If you want to hear David yap about his journey, about his startups, about his SaaS, his health journey, make sure to follow David Attias. That was impressive, David. Thank you very much for joining the podcast. I personally learned a lot, and I'm actually, as I said, I'm going to go back to rewatch the onboarding masterclass to see what can I add to my own applications. Is there anything you want to say at the end?
No, I think we are good. Well, good. I mean, I will keep sharing some sauce on X, and I have a YouTube channel as of last week. I'm going to try to force myself to post one video a week, to share some sauce that I'm learning with Soril, my size, and with Stoppr, and yeah.
Perfect. You have an amazing story and a lot of things to share, so we're all looking forward to that. Thank you very much, and thank you everyone who was watching this podcast. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and let us know what other indie hackers you'd like us to invite in the next episode. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.